Iraqi Dinar RV. Is it finally time? Prepare the right way in 2025. Welcome to Iraqi Dinar RV, your trusted source for all things related to the Iraqi currency journey and its potential revaluation. If you've been holding on to dinar notes for years, hoping for that long-awaited change, then this might be the most important update you hear this year. Let's start with what's really happening, not rumors, not hype, just observations and clear-headed preparation. Right now in 2025, there's renewed activity around Iraq's currency reform. From financial insiders to government committee movement, things are shifting. And while no one is announcing a confirmed revaluation yet, the energy feels different. There's momentum, there's buzz, and most importantly, there's quiet preparation happening across the board. So in today's article, we're diving deep into how you can get ready, not just emotionally, but strategically, for what could be a life-changing financial moment. Why 2025 feels different for more than a decade, the Iraqi dinar community has ridden a roller coaster of hope, frustration, and anticipation. Rumors have come and gone. False dates have circulated, and yet the dream of a strong, internationally recognized dinar persists. So what makes this year feel any different? Several factors. Iraq's economic outlook is improving. Oil revenues have stabilized, and international investments are increasing. Infrastructure projects are gaining traction, which signals long-term growth. Most importantly, there are reports of renewed discussions about deleting zeros from the currency, which suggests a reset or realignment might be under consideration. When committees within Iraq's financial institutions reactivate or key figures within the Central Bank of Iraq, CBI, are repositioned, it's not for nothing. These shifts often precede important policy actions. The whispers are louder this time, and it's not just talk. The power of preparation over speculation lets clear something up. No one can predict the exact date or rate of a potential revaluation. If someone claims they know, they probably don't. But here's the truth. Preparation always beats prediction. What's better than guessing when it will happen? Being 100% ready when it does. Imagine the doors open suddenly. Would you be organized enough to walk through them? This article is all about that. Not hype, not guessing, just smart, calm preparation that puts you ahead of the curve. Receipt Step 1. Organize your dinar notes. The first step in your readiness plan is a simple but powerful one. Organize your currency. Here's what to do. Lay out your dinar notes. Sort them by denomination. 25,000, 10,000, 5,000, etc. Make sure they're clean, uncreased, and stored properly in protective sleeves or envelopes. Why is this important? Because presentation matters. When the time comes to exchange, you don't want damaged or illegible notes. Some banks may reject or heavily scrutinize worn bills. Treat your dinar like a financial asset, because that's exactly what it is. Magnifying glass tilted left. Step 2. Verify authenticity. Over the years, counterfeit dinar notes have made their way into the market, especially online. That's why verifying your notes is essential. Here are some basic ways to check. Look for security features like the watermark, color-shifting ink, metallic thread, and the embedded horsehead. Compare your notes to official images from the Central Bank of Iraq. Feel the paper. Real dinar notes have a distinct texture due to the material used. Still unsure? Have them authenticated by a reputable currency dealer or expert. The small cost is worth the peace of mind. You don't want surprises during a bank appointment. Card. Step 3. Gather proper identification and documents. When it's time to exchange, you'll need to prove who you are and where your dinar came from. Prepare. 2 forms of ID, typically a government-issued ID, passport, driver's license, or national ID. A utility bill or official letter as proof of your current address. If possible, receipts or documentation from when you purchased the dinar. Some banks or redemption centers may even require you to sign an NDA, non-disclosure agreement, or fill out a currency declaration form. Don't panic. This is standard for large transactions. Just be ready. Brain. Step 4. Create your exchange strategy. This is where you separate yourself from the crowd. Everyone talks about exchanging, but very few talk about how they'll do it. Ask yourself, will I exchange everything at once or just a portion? Should I open a new bank account solely for the exchanged funds? How will I handle taxes, investments, debt, or large purchases? You don't need all the answers today, but even a rough outline will reduce stress later. When you walk into that appointment, you'll feel more confident, prepared, and in control. Shushing face. Step 5. Stay quiet, stay safe. This part might be the hardest, but it's also the most important. Don't share your dinar plans with everyone. You don't need to post about it online. You don't need to tell extended family or coworkers. In today's world, financial privacy is protection. Once a revaluation occurs, people may become curious, even aggressive. Protect your peace and your safety by keeping your plans discreet. Counterclockwise arrows button. What does deleting the zeros actually mean? The phrase, deleting the zeros, is getting more attention again in 2025. So what does it actually mean? In simple terms, it means redenominating the currency. For example, 1,000 dinars could become 1 dinar, essentially removing the extra zeros to simplify pricing and financial systems. But here's the catch. This is different from revaluation. Redenomination is a logistical change, not necessarily a value increase. However, some experts believe it could be part of a larger plan towards stabilization and international recognition. Pay attention to how the Iraqi government frames this discussion. Their words, and how the public reacts, will matter a lot. Classical why CBI activity matters. The Central Bank of Iraq. CBI plays a central role in any potential currency reform. When leadership changes, committees reform, or policies begin to shift, these are not random actions. They often signal preparation or internal realignment before big decisions are made. If currency reform committees are being reactivated in 2025, that's a sign that Iraq's financial leaders are taking serious steps, not just talking. And while we can't assume anything, we can certainly prepare smarter when we see these patterns. Globe showing Europe-Africa economic context. Why now could be the time. In the broader context, Iraq seems to be gaining financial ground. Oil revenues have recovered. Infrastructure investments from global partners are growing. Political dialogue is more stable, and regional cooperation is improving. All of this supports an environment in which a currency reset or revaluation becomes more feasible. Investor confidence is key, and right now, Iraq is moving in the right direction. Brain's social impact of currency reform. Currency changes aren't just technical. They're deeply emotional and practical for everyday people. If the government deletes zeros or adjusts the rate, it changes. How salaries are paid, how groceries are priced, how families save money and pay bills. That's why the Iraqi public's support or concern can shape what happens next. A clear, well-communicated plan will be crucial to success. Loudspeaker your role, be informed and be ready. Your voice matters. A well-informed, respectful community can influence real outcomes. That's why here at Iraqi Dinar RV, we focus on facts, preparation, and community readiness, not wild theories. Whether you've got a few dinar notes or a large portfolio, your future decisions matter. Don't wait until the last minute. Be calm, be organized, be serious about what could be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. White heavy check mark. Final thoughts. Stay ready, not reactive. We don't know the exact hour, day, or month that a change will come. No one does. But what we do know is this: being prepared puts you ahead of 90% of others. So here's your checklist. Heavy organize and protect your notes. Heavy verify authenticity. Heavy gather ID and documentation. Heavy think through your financial plan. Heavy stay quiet. Stay smart. Stay safe. This could truly be your moment. But only if you're ready to seize it when the doors open. Thank you for joining us here at Iraqi Dinar RV. If you found this helpful, be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your future could be one smart exchange away. Let's stay ready together. Disclaimer. This article is intended for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial, legal, or tax advice. The foreign exchange market is inherently risky and prone to misinformation. Consult with qualified professionals before making any investment decision. Iraqi Dinar RV is not liable for any losses or damages resulting from the use or reliance on this content.